Welcome back to Boundless Books. Today, we're diving into Chapter 1 of Catching Fire, titled The Victory Tour. This chapter shows us that winning the Hunger Games does not mean freedom. Instead, Katniss Everdeen quickly realizes that survival was only the beginning and the real danger now comes from the capital itself. After surviving the deadly arena, Katniss Everdeen should be safe. But victory comes with a price. The capital is watching, President Snow is angry, and a single act of defiance has sparked something far more dangerous than rebellion. Hope. In Catching Fire, the story expands beyond survival and into resistance. From the tense victory tour to the shocking announcement of the quarter quell. This book shows how fear spreads, alliances shift, and fire ignites across Panem. Every chapter pulls us closer to an uprising that can no longer be contained. So let's dive into Book 2, Catching Fire, a story where the games are no longer just about the arena, and the real enemy finally reveals itself. Let the fire spread. The chapter opens with Katniss Everdeen waking from nightmares that still haunt her after the 74th Hunger Games. Though she and Peeta Mellark have returned to District 12 as victors, Katniss feels anything but safe. Her dreams are filled with images of the dead tributes, reminding her that the games have left permanent scars. Life in the victor's village is luxurious, yet unsettling. Katniss is disturbed by the sudden wealth and attention, especially knowing that her family's comfort was bought with the lives of others. Peeta, however, seems to be adjusting more easily, using humor and kindness to cope with the aftermath. The mood shifts dramatically when President Snow arrives unexpectedly at Katniss's home. His visit is polite on the surface, but deeply threatening beneath. Snow explains that Katniss's actions in the arena, especially the berry incident, have inspired unrest across the districts. The capital believes her defiance was intentional, not an act of desperation. Snow demands that Katniss convince Panem she is deeply in love with Peeta during the upcoming victory tour. According to him, only a convincing love story can extinguish the growing sparks of rebellion. If she fails, Snow warns, her family and loved ones will suffer the consequences. After Snow leaves, Katniss is shaken. She realizes that her survival has placed her at the center of something far bigger than herself. The chapter ends with Katniss understanding a terrifying truth: she is no longer just a tribute, she is a symbol, and symbols are dangerous. Key moments in the chapter include Katniss's recurring nightmares highlighting her trauma after the games, life in Victor's village and the discomfort of sudden privilege, President Snow's chilling visit and veiled threats, revelation that Katniss's actions sparked unrest in the districts, the pressure to maintain the capital-approved love story with Peeta, differences between the book and the movie. The book provides deeper insight into Katniss's nightmares and guilt. President Snow's threat feels more psychological and prolonged in the novel. Katniss's internal fear and confusion are more strongly emphasized in the book. Chapter 1, The Victory Tour, sets the tone for Catching Fire by showing that victory does not equal safety. Katniss learns that her actions have consequences far beyond the arena, and the capital will stop at nothing to maintain control. This chapter ignites the central conflict of the book, fear versus defiance, and reminds us that once a spark is lit, it cannot easily be put out. What do you think? Can Katniss really convince the capital that everything is under control? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time for Chapter 2, Under Threat.